PFC Cherno More Varna, or simply Cherno More, is a Bulgarian professional football club from the city of Varna, currently playing in Bulgaria's top football league, the A Group. Founded in 1913 as SK Ticha, the club has spent the majority of its existence in the top tier of Bulgarian football, and has never dropped below the country's second tier. Cherno More means Black Sea in Bulgarian, and the club is nicknamed the Sailors. Cherno More's home ground is the Ticha Stadium, which has a seating capacity of 8,250 spectators. To date, the club has won the championship 4 times and the Bulgarian Cup once. History. Early years. THN March 3, 1913, Varna's Naval Academy for Men became the birthplace of association football in the country. Here is created the Galata Sports Association, which later on, in 1913, by the suggestion of a school teacher named Karol Shkorpiel, changed its name to Reka Ticha, using the former name of the Kamkia River. Over the next years, it slowly combined with the Sportist Sports Club and grew into an association of the education, a sports club and the tourism in Varna. The football department of the sports club dominated against all of the clubs in the city, whose existence is quite short. Soon, the first official football match of Ticha, played in 1915, with the 21st Pomeranski Polk as a success, and 2 years later, in 1917, so as the first intercity match. The growth of Bulgarian football required knowledge of the rules, so in 1919, Ticha published for the first time in Bulgaria the book, Football, Rules and Admonitions. Significant were the first meetings between Ticha and the capital teams. In early 1919, the first away game against Levski Sofia was celebrated with the first away victory for the team, 4-1. The same win for Slavia Sofia, a 3-0 win. On the return game as guests, the players again won easy against Slavia Sofia with 1-0. Unfortunately, the game with Levski Sofia didn't take place, because the city mayor didn't allow it, since there were protests from dock workers the same day. However, these victories against the capital teams were continued not only by Ticha, but from the city rivals Vladislav and Shipkansky Sokol as well. On January 21, 1919, the association changed its name to Sports Club Ticha, and the kit colors of the outfit were chosen to be red and white. The same year, the famous Bulgarian musician Nikola Nitzev wrote the official anthem of the club. In 1925, the international successes came nearby. SC Ticha won the Cup of Bucharest, the first international football trophy won by a football club from Bulgaria. The European matches of Ticha easily earned the first place of favor among most of the football fans in Varna. The same in the following year, SC Ticha made another remarkable achievement, twice winning the football title of Bulgaria. A few years later, the club managed to finish in second place in the 1934 Euro 35 and in the 1935 Euro 36 season. Soon, in 1937, the football governing body in the country created the National Football Division. Several reforms were made in the football clubs, but during the 2 half-seasons in 1937 Euro 38, Ticha dominated and it was one of the best football teams in Bulgaria, despite finishing the table in the second place at the end of the season. Communist era. With the establishment of the communist rule in Bulgaria after WWII, there were significant changes taking place on the counter Euro unregistered trademark S football map as well. Many football clubs were merged or acquired by others were dissolved, and new ones were created. The majority of the clubs were attached to government organizations or nationalized factories, often renamed so the new names would be suggestive of the Kluba Euro unregistered trademark S affiliation to Communist Party Euro unregistered trademark S institutions. Football clubs in Varna were no exception. In 1945, the two former city club rivals, SC Ticha and FC Vladislav, merged to establish a new club, named TV45. This marked the creation of a new sports association, which met the development requirements of the leading communist authorities at the time. In the following years, due to these requirements, the club's name was forced to be changed several times to Botov Pride DNA, VMS, SCNA, ASC Botov Varna. Botov Pride DNA was part of A Group, a Euro unregistered trademark S inaugural season in 1948 to Euro 49, when the team finished sixth. During the period when Varna was renamed Stalin by the communist government, the team was participating as VMS Stalin, where VMS stands for the Bulgarian Navy. In 1953 VMS finished third in A Group. The club settled at the name Cherno More in 1959 and it hasn't a Euro unregistered trademark T been changed since. Cherno More spent 16 consecutive seasons in Bulgaria Euro unregistered trademark S top flight between 1961 and 1976 and 27 in total between 1961 and 1990, but failed to achieve any major honours in a league heavily dominated by teams based in the county Euro unregistered trademark S capital. The Kluba Euro unregistered trademark S affiliation with the Navy meant Cherno More was a satellite team to the Bulgarian Army Euro unregistered trademark S poster team CSKA Sofia, and many of the Kluba Euro unregistered trademark S top players joined CSKA for their compulsory military service. As a result, despite many generations of talented footballers and the massive popularity among the fans in Varna and huge attendances, reaching 40,000 spectators for home fixtures at Yuri Gagarin Stadium, the team never qualified for European football through the league or the cup. The 90s struggle. The fall of socialism in Bulgaria in 1989 and the establishment of democracy brought new hardships for the Bulgarian football clubs. The transition from state-backed organizations to privately owned entities saw many traditional football clubs disappear entirely, while others were forced to declare bankruptcy, only to return later by obtaining smaller clubs' licenses. Cherno More avoided any administrative changes and kept its name and history, but spent the majority of the decade in the legal Euro unregistered trademark S second tier, facing immense financial difficulties and, at one point during season 1998-99, relegation to the third level of the Bulgarian football pyramid for the first time in the Kluba Euro unregistered trademark S history. New Millennium. The new millennium saw the club establishing itself in the country's top flight, after the Sailors spent the majority of the 90s in Bulgaria's second tier before securing promotion at the end of the 1999-2000 season, ending a 6 consecutive seasons spell in B Group. Cherno More survived minor relegation scares in their first 2 seasons back in A Group and then went on to become a regular feature in the league's top half. In the 2007 August season, the Sailors finished 5th in A Group and qualified for the last season of the UEFA Cup, due to the license problems of CSKA Sofia. Led by their captain Alex, they had a very successful run. They defeated UE St. Julia from Andorra in the first qualifying round and Maccabi Netanya from Israel in the second qualifying round. Cherno More then challenged German side VfB Stuttgart in the first round and were eliminated after a 1-2 loss at home and a surprising 2-2 draw in Stuttgart. The same season in the domestic league was also very successful for the team, which finished third in A Group, and qualified for the newly created Europa League. Cherno More started the new 2009 October season with the debut of the team in the UEFA Europa League. The Sailors defeated Iskra in the second qualifying round and were drawn to play against the Dutch powerhouse PSV Eindhoven in the third qualifying round. The team from Varna was eliminated after a 0-1 loss at Eindhoven and another 0-1 loss at the Laser Stadium in Burgas. After failing to impress in the seasons after finishing third in 2008 September, the club saw a successful run in the Bulgarian Cup during the 2014-15 season, defeating Sozopol, Slavia Sofia, Lokomotiv Gorna Oryahovica, and Lokomotiv Plovdiv on the road to the final against Levski Sofia at the Laser Stadium in Burgas. Despite being down to 10 men since the 39th minute and trailing 0-1, the team managed to equalize in the added time through Bakari's volley and went on to win the cup after Matthias Carrer's stunning strike in the 118th minute, winning the club's first post-World War II trophy. Honours. Domestic Bulgarian State Football Championship, winners 1925, 1926, 1934, and 1938, runners-up, 1935, 1936, 3rd place, 1939, Bulgarian APFG, 3rd place, 1953, 2008 a Euro 09, Bulgarian Cup, winners 2015, runners-up, 2006, 2008, Bulgarian Super Cup, winners 2015, Cup of the Soviet Army, runners-up, 1985, 1988. International Bucharest Cup, winners 1925. Chronology of the names recent seasons points deducted from all teams after completing the first phase of campaign. Championship relegation groups are constituted after all teams have played each other home and away. European tournaments Stadium. Ticha Stadium is a multi-use stadium in Varna, Bulgaria. It is currently used for football matches and is the home ground of Cherno More. It is situated in the northeastern part of Varna. Built in 1968, the stadium currently has a capacity of 8,250 seating places, spread in two opposite stands. The main south stand has a roof cover and holds 4,250 spectators, while the opposite north stand has a seating capacity of 4,000 spectators. The north stand is commonly used by the Cherno More ultras and the away fans. The current stadium was built with the help of hundreds of volunteers and fans of the club. It was officially announced that the club will move to a new stadium, which will replace the unused Yuri Gagarin Stadium and the current Ticha. The stadium will have a capacity of 30,000 spectators. The stadium, as part of Sport Complex Varna, will have an underground parking area, convertible roof covers, office lounges, 2-tier stands and 450-meter towers, which will block the pressure of the terrain and bring the stadium in a shape of a ship. The convertible roof covers will be made of transparent panels, which will allow the light of the floodlights to stream inside the pitch on a night match. The venue will be awarded with an elite stadium rating by UEFA. Statistics and records. Todor holds A groups and Cherno More's overall appearances record a Euro 422 matches for 19 seasons. Cherno More's all-time leading scorer is Stefan Bogomilov, who scored 161 goals for the club. The club's second highest scorer is Nikola Dimitrov, who scored 63 goals. Bogomilov also holds the club record of 4 hat-tricks. Brazilian player Marcos da Silva holds the club's and A group's record for the fastest goal, 12 seconds after the referee's first signal, against Chronomoretz Sofia on April 6, 2007. Cherno More's biggest victories in A group are the 8-0 wins against Cherveno Zname Pavlikani in 1955 and Maritsa Plovdiv in 1968. Cherno More's largest defeat, won a Euro 8, was against Lokomotiv Plovdiv in 2004. Also, the club's win against UE St. Julia, 5-0, in 2008, was the largest European win in the club's history. Current squad, as of August 7, 2015. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. For recent transfers, see Transfers Summer 2015. Foreign players up to 3 non-EU nationals can be registered and given a squad number for the first team in the APFG. Those non-EU nationals with European ancestry can claim citizenship from the nation their ancestors come from. If a player does not have European ancestry, he can claim Bulgarian citizenship after playing in Bulgaria for 5 years. UEFA ranking. The association coefficient for the 2015 Euro 16 season is applied. UEFA club coefficients. Club officials. Board of directors current technical body Coaches history. Notable players. For all players with a Wikipedia article, see category, PFC Cherno More Varna players. References. External links, official websites. Official website, UEFA profile, supporters websites, Cherno More fan site.